Good morning. Welcome to Morning Special. 여러분 안녕하세요. 11월 4일 월요일 최수진의 Morning Special입니다. We live in an era where communication happens almost instantly and answers to any question we might have are found with a few slides and clicks on the smartphone. And yet, we can't help but seek a more traditional and analog way by simply pressing three numbers. 114. 스마트폰 시대 전부터 우리는 나름 음성 검색어 서비스를 쓰고 있습니다. 바로 생활 편의 안내 전화 114인데요. KT114 플랫폼 사업본부 발표에 따르면 올해 가장 많았던 고객 문의는 여름철 대비 홈케어 서비스로 집계됐습니다. 여름철 에어컨 점검과 수리를 위해 고객센터와 방충망 설치 업체 문의가 가장 많았던 건데요. 2위는 종합소득세 신고 기간 동안 관할 세무서와 전문 세무 대리인을 안내해주는 서비스. 여러분은 최근에 114 서비스 이용해 보신 적 있나요? Or what kind of information have you asked in the past? With that in mind, let me give you today's very first quiz question. Here it is. 114 is a very convenient service that should not be abused. Generally, a call intended to annoy or play a joke on a person who answers is known as this. 1번, a prank call. 2번, a posh call. 3번, a 뽕콜. 네, 이게 뭔가요? 청취자 여러분의 많은 참여 기다리고 있습니다. 퀴즈 정답 보내주신 분들 중에 총 5분께 추첨을 통해서 뉴욕타임즈 1개월 구독권 보내드리겠습니다. 여러분의 소식과 소감 그리고 방송 중 궁금한 질문 있으시면 보내주세요. 짧은 문자 50원, 긴 문자 100원에 샵 1045고요. 반디 게시판이나 카카오톡 플러스 이용도 가능합니다. Okay then, let's kick off today's show with today's global headlines. 세계 각국 언론사들의 어떤 헤드라인이 올라왔는지 살펴보는 시간입니다. Touch Global Headlines.
Following Tokyo's decision to exclude Pyongyang-affiliated kindergartens from its free preschool education subsidies, thousands have taken to the streets in protest.
일본 정부가 유아교육과 보육을 무상화하면서 제1조선학교 계열 유치원을 대상에서 제외하자 이에 항의하는 대규모 집회가 도쿄에서 열렸습니다.
Violence escalated in Hong Kong over the weekend as protests reignited following Beijing's announcement it would strengthen an enforcement mechanism in the city.
중국이 홍콩에 대한 통제를 강화하겠다고 밝힌 가운데 지난 주말에도 홍콩 도심 곳곳에서 시위대와 경찰이 크게 충돌했습니다.
Scotland's First Minister Nicola Sturgeon has said she wants to hold a second referendum on the country's independence from the UK in 2020.
스코틀랜드 자치정부 수반이 영국으로부터의 분리독립 찬반을 묻는 제2의 주민투표를 추진하겠다고 밝혔습니다.
Portugal's Prime Minister Antonio Costa has been officially inaugurated.
포르투갈 사회당 대표 안토니오 코스타 총리가 공식 취임했습니다.
Saudi Arabia is moving forward with an initial public offering of its oil producer Aramco, known as the world's most profitable company.
세계 최대 석유 회사인 사우디아라비아의 국영 석유 기업 아람코의 상장 절차가 시작됐습니다. And for the headlines and more this morning, I'm joined by Steve. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to our listeners. Happy Monday, everybody. Nice skies outside this morning.
Yes, lovely. I think we're going to see some clear skies throughout the day today. Look at the monitor we have outside our Ilsan studio. It looks Like a picture.
It really
almost.
does. It looks like someone painted a portrait this morning, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, really nice. You know, you were talking about that telephone number 114 and the amazing service that it is. I don't use that one, or I haven't used that one, but what I have used, I think maybe, Paul, you can correct me if I'm wrong, if you don't mind, but I think it's 1330, 1330. And it's the tourist information number. Again, I'll correct myself if that number is incorrect. But you can ask them anything, and they always have the answer. And if they don't have it right away, they'll find it and then let you know when they do.
Oh, lovely.
I've called them and asked them, oh, can you tell me what time the baseball starts in Chamsil today? They say, oh, yeah, yep, 5:30 p.m. I had a friend, this is not even a lie. She was new to the country, and she didn't know how to order food to her house. She called the number. They ordered Chinese food for her to her home. Yeah. Amazing. Korea
That is really amazing.
Korea is amazing for its service, I think.
와, 그렇군요. 외국인 전용 우리가 쓰는 114에 해당되는 번호도 있다고 하니까요. 혹시 이제 지인분이나 친구분 중에 우리말을 못하는 영어 사용만 가능한 분이 계시다면은 또 그 번호를 참고로 하면 좋겠네요. 뭐 확인은 필요하겠습니다만 이제 스티브 선생님 기억으로는 1330인 것 같다. 이렇게 얘기를 해주셨습니다.
I think that's it. Yeah. How was the weekend? Did you have a good one?
Yes, it was very restful.
Mine too.
Yeah, which is the best kind of weekend.
Totally agree. Sometimes it's really fun to have a lot of plans and go out and do a lot of things. Sometimes it's nice to stay home and do nothing too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it seems like it wasn't the case in some parts of the world, as we will find out in our headlines today. If you'd like to listen to the headlines again, you can do so by visiting our website. 조금 전에 들으신 헤드라인은요, 모닝스페셜 홈페이지에 들어가셔서 헤드라인 다시 듣기에서 무료로 다시 들으실 수 있습니다. 많은 이용 바랍니다. Let's go over the headlines.
Headline number one this morning, following Tokyo's decision to exclude Pyongyang-affiliated kindergartens from its free preschool education subsidies, thousands have taken to the streets in protest.
일본 정부가 유아교육과 보육을 무상화하면서 제1조선학교 계열 유치원을 대상에서 제외하자 이에 항의하는 대규모 집회가 도쿄에서 열렸습니다. We're talking about foreign kindergartens overall.
That is correct. Yeah, so the Japanese government uses tax revenue generated by increasing the amount in consumption taxes. That number is about 8 to 10%, and that is a source of free money. But in this case, excluding Chosun kindergartens run by Chosun schools, as well as international kindergartens, as you mentioned, attended by children from 40 countries. Very controversial. So this is a revised $7 billion subsidy plan for education.
Right.
This is going to be approved for kindergartens set at about $390 a month. That's 42,000 yen. But students at these international schools, at these international kindergartens, including the pro-Pyongyang ones, will not be eligible for such support.
네, 일본 정부가요, 지난달 초 소비세를 8%에서 10% 인상했습니다. 그 인상분을 가지고 이제 유치원이라든지 이렇게 유아 교육을 무상화하는 데 사용하고 있는데요. 다만 여기에서 제외가 되는 게 이제 외국 국적의 유치원이라고 합니다. 그러니까 거기에는 이제 총 한 90개 정도의 유치원과 보육 시설이 있는데 그 중에 한 40개 정도가 그 조선 유치원, 조선 학교 계열의 유치원이라고 합니다. 거기서 항의하는 시위가 주말에 이어졌는데요. 예전에 전례가 없는 5,500명 정도가 참여를 했다고 하죠. They had a street protest. 5,500 took part.
5,500 people took part, and large-scale rallies in Japan are rare. So this is a unique situation to see in the streets. But they held an hour-long street march through Ginza. That's a pretty busy sector of Tokyo.
Right.
To Tokyo, all the way to Tokyo stations, they were carrying signs that said, "Stop ostracizing Chosun schools. We will not forgive the discriminatory policy against kindergartens. Don't let your friends be ostracized." Signs like
맞아요.
that.
discrimination이라는 표현이 나왔는데 차별한다라는 얘기죠. 왜 우리만 따돌리냐라는 뭐 이렇게 팻말도 들고 시위를 했었는데요. 이렇게 소비세율을 인상한 것에 대해서 제1동포든 일본인이든 구별하지 않고 모두 다 세금은 징수하는데 왜 혜택은 일부만 받느냐라는 얘기입니다.
So there are 40 Joseon kindergartens across Japan. The number of countries represented internationally, I'm not sure about that number, but this is going to make things more difficult for parents to pay for their children's education if they are affected by this subsidy.
Okay, let's go on to headline number 2.
Headline number 2 this morning, violence escalated in Hong Kong over the weekend as protests reignited following Beijing's announcement it would strengthen an enforcement mechanism in the city.
중국이 홍콩에 대한 통제를 강화하겠다고 밝힌 가운데 지난 주말에도 홍콩 도심 곳곳에서 시위대와 경찰이 크게 충돌했습니다.
If you saw the images over the weekend, this was from the Xinhua news agency, and protesters vandalized the office there, smashing windows, smashing doors. There were scenes of a fire in the lobby of the Xinhua office as well, broken windows, graffiti on the walls, and the protesters, as we've learned over the last, few weeks or month or so, have been targeting Chinese banks and businesses that were perceived to have links with Beijing, and now they've targeted the Xinhua news agency.
네, 친중국 성향의 가게들, 그다음에 이제 중국 기업들뿐만 아니라 지난 주말에는요, 중국의 관영 언론 매체죠, 신화통신의 홍콩 사무실 건물을 습격했습니다. 그래서 이제 로비에서 불을 붙이기도 했다고 하고요. 다행히 불이 조기에 진화가 돼서 인명 피해는 발생하지 않았다고 합니다만, 그다음 건물 유리창을 깨는 등의 큰 시위가 있었다라고 보도가 되고 있습니다. 이런 강경 시위가 이뤄지고 있는 가운데 사실 전체적인 시위대의 숫자는 줄어들고 있지만 강경 시위는 계속 이어지고 있거든요. 근데 중국이 바로 그 이전에 홍콩에 대한 통제권을 강화하겠다. 이런 공식 발표를 했습니다. Beijing has officially announced that it's going to take stern measures against Hong Kong.
We don't know what those measures are, though. Right?
No, we don't. But we might find out soon.
We might, and this is the 22nd weekend in a row for these protests, and the violence hasn't seemed to have gone anywhere in terms of dissipating, and more than 3,000 people have been detained in the protests. 3,000 people have been detained, so it shouldn't be surprising that Beijing is looking to take different measures.
네, 그렇습니다. 이런 가운데 한정 정치국 상무위원, 그러니까 중국 측에서는요, 홍콩 관련된 업무를 관장하는 최고위급 인사라고 하는데요. 이 인사와 캐리 람 홍콩 행정장관이 내일 모레 회동을 갖는다고 합니다. 만약에 이제 이 자리에서 어떤 베이징의 입장이 나온다 그러면 어떤 강경한 방침을 사용하게 될지 발표할지 주목이 됩니다. Let's go on to our next headline.
Scotland's First Minister Nicola Sturgeon has said she wants to hold a second referendum on the country's independence from the UK in 2020.
스코틀랜드 자치정부 수반이 영국으로부터의 분리 독립 찬반을 묻는 제2의 주민투표를 추진하겠다고 밝혔습니다.
So she has promised that she will take this request to the British government by the end of December. But in order for this to happen, in order for a legally binding referendum to take place, they can only do that with the permission from London. But Boris Johnson has said, no, I do not want to do that. That is not something that will happen. If we go back to 2014, that's when Scotland's first referendum took place, and 55% of voters opposed splitting from the UK. So back in 2014, they said no, but that was before the Brexit referendum, and that was in 2016, right? So Nicola Sturgeon wants to revisit this issue.
Exactly. And in order to get an approval from London, they would maybe have to see a new prime minister step in, which is why the upcoming election next month is very, very important. 이제 제2의 국민투표, 주민투표라는 표현을 썼는데요. 스코틀랜드가 지난 2014년에 이와 굉장히 비슷한 주민투표를 실시했었습니다. 그때, excuse me, 그래서 그때 당시에 이제 스코틀랜드가 영국을 떠나느냐 마느냐에 대해서 독립 반대가 55%, 독립 찬성이 44%여서 그때는 부결이 됐었거든요. 근데 아마 내년에 다시 이런 주민투표가 실시될 수도 있다라는 얘기입니다.
Sorry for interrupting. I was just going to say it does have a lot of support, but it's not complete nationwide support.
Right.
Scottish Conservative Party, they accused Sturgeon of not listening to the electorate, referring to the 2014 referendum. But there is a lot of support for this as well. On Saturday in Glasgow, that is Scotland's most populous city, they had a lot of protesters out in the streets waving Scottish flags. About 20,000 people turned out asking for a fresh independence vote in 2020.
그렇습니다. 절차상 이제 영국 총리의 승인이 필요한데요. 현 총리인 보리스 존슨은 절대로 안 돼. 이런 입장을 고수하고 있습니다. 만약에 다음 달에 있을 투표 총선에서 총리가 바뀐다든지 이렇게 되면은 이제 스코틀랜드가 다시 한번 독립을 주장할 수 있는 계기가 생기겠죠. 그리고 이제 스코틀랜드 안에서는 이제 좀 갈린다고 합니다. 떠나고 싶은 사람들도 있고 그렇지 않은 사람들도 있고 한 반반 정도가 되는 것 같은데요. 앞으로 역시 지켜봐야겠습니다. Let's go on to our next headline.
Headline number 4, Portugal's Prime Minister Antonio Costa has been officially inaugurated.
포르투갈 사회당 대표 안토니오 코스타 총리가 공식 취임했습니다.
Yep, it happened on Thursday. He won a parliamentary approval for his new government program, despite concerns he faces political instability in his second term because he does not have a majority, right?
Right.
But this program includes pledges to increase the minimum monthly wage by 25% to over 4 years, and also to make 10,000 more homes available at affordable rent prices to try to keep the economy growing above the European average for a 10-year period, for a decade.
네, 그렇습니다. 안토니오 코스타 총리가 이끄는 새로운 포르투갈 정부가 지난달 말 출범했습니다. 그래서 공식 취임을 했는데요. 이제 앞으로 4년 동안 최저임금은 25% 올리고 그다음에 공공임대주택을 10,000호 추가 공급하겠다 이렇게 발표를 했지만 안토니오 코스타의 사회당 같은 경우에 전체적으로 제1당이지만 과반을 차지하지는 못합니다. 230석 중에서 108석을 확보했기 때문인데요. Of course, they would need about 115 to get the majority over that, but they don't have that.
That's right. And that's why it could be speculated that he might have trouble during his entire term.
That's right.
Getting things passed.
맞습니다. 그래서 이제 지난달 총선에서 이렇게 과반 의석을 확보하지 못한 것에 대해서 그러면은 연립 정부를 만들 것이냐라는 얘기들이 참 많았는데요. 사회당 대표 안토니오 코스타가 연립 정부는 없다. 정치 연합은 이루어지지 않을 것이다. 이렇게 발표를 함으로 인해서 소수 정부다라는 얘기가 지금 나오고 있고요. 앞으로 4년 동안 그렇다면은 여러 가지 정책이 나오겠지만 좀 이런 것들이 실행이 되기까지는 좀 힘들지 않겠느냐라는 얘기가 나오고 있네요.
But in reference to this particular program, and this is quite interesting too. So new governments, they are required to present their programs in Parliament for 2 days of debate. It's one of the measures that they have there.
Okay.
But this program can only be rejected by a no confidence vote, but none of the sort was put forward. So that's at least a good first step for the new leader.
Okay, let's go on to our final headline.
Saudi Arabia is moving forward with an initial public offering of its oil producer Aramco, also known as the world's most profitable company.
세계 최대 석유 회사인 사우디아라비아의 국영 석유 기업 아람코의 상장 절차가 시작됐습니다.
This is huge news.
Okay, how huge?
Well, this is the
Put this into perspective
biggest
for us.
oil producer in the country, and the Saudi government wanted to do this before. They discussed floating 5% of the company in 2018. They were looking to raise as much as $100 billion, and it was also looking at international markets such as New York or London. So they're looking to raise a tremendous amount of money. The valuation of the company has not been set yet. But the investors or potential investors, they will be given the pitch, I suppose.
Yeah.
And we could be looking at maybe the biggest IPO, or not the biggest IPO, but the biggest company in the world, not only profitability, but heading on for its IPO, its initial public
market value
offering.
above Microsoft.
Trillions.
Exactly. 사우디아라비아의 국영방송이요. 이제 아람코의 주식 거래가 12월 11일자로 개시된다. 이렇게 전했는데요. 현재 시가총액 1위인 기업이 마이크로소프트입니다. 그런데 아람코는요, 그거보다 훨씬 가치가 높다고 해요. 그래서 세계 시가총액 1위 기업이 될 것으로 전망이 되고요. 뭐 애플사와도 비교를 뭐 간단하게 해보자면은 올해 1월부터 9월까지 세 개의 분기에 순이익 같은 경우에는 애플사의 2배. 매출은요, 애플사의 1.4배에 달하는 게 바로 이 아람코라고 합니다. Amazing.
It's incredible. It's
Big, very big.
When you compare it to Apple like that, it
Yeah.
really puts it in perspective, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Well, those are our headlines for this morning. Let's remind our listeners of the quiz again. It's November 4th, so 114 is the number we're looking at.
Oh, very clever. I didn't notice the date today. 114 is a very convenient service that should not be abused. Generally, a call intended to annoy or play a joke on the person who answers is known as a blank call. Is it number 1, a prank call, number 2, a posh call, or number 3, a bonk call?
Okay, well, if you know the answer, send it in to us. 짧은 문자 50원, 긴 문자 100원에 샵 1045고요. 반디 게시판이나 카카오톡 플러스 이용도 가능합니다. 총 5분께 추첨을 통해서 뉴욕타임스 1개월 구독권 보내드리겠습니다. We'll be right back after Rudimental sings These Days. You're listening to Morning...
Sorry.
Yes,
I have to interrupt.
Okay.
Headline number 6 this morning.
Oh.
Happy birthday, dear Sue. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
Did you think I was being super rude by interrupting
I was like,
you?
what's going on? I wasn't given the
Happy
memo.
birthday!
Thank you.
How exciting for you today.
Yes. Of course, hit it live, which is extra exciting.
Yeah, right. How about this first message this morning from Kim Tae-young-님? It says, 전달 사항입니다. 금일 11-4. That's today. 모스 Morning Special 진행자 최수진 선생님 생일입니다. 많은 부탁합니다.
네, 감사합니다. Thank you so much. Aww.
So many other people have sent in messages for you. People knew it was your birthday.
Yeah, thank you so much. It might have had something to do with me posting it on my social media. 윤향희 님이요. 생신 축하드립니다. 어느 날보다 행복한 하루 보내시길 바랄게요. 좋은 방송 감사드려요 하셨습니다. Thank you so much. 그리고 안부영 님이요. Happy birthday 수진쌤 하셨습니다.
김수환님, 최수진님 생일 축하합니다.
아유.
When did you post it on social media?
Last night.
Oh, that's so cute. You did it on purpose, maybe. Oh, that's fun. Wait, now, I asked you what you did over the weekend.
Yes.
And did you lie to me then?
No, I didn't do anything special.
You must have celebrated your birthday somehow.
There was a small cake that we had last night, and we went out for dinner, but that was it.
Well, look, that's not nothing.
Well, you know, it's very quiet,
stop
small
being
scale, family.
so modest.
Well, thank you so much. 박선희 님이요. 저는 맛집 문의를 할 때 114 많이 사용합니다. 미세먼지 없는 기분 좋은 월요일이네요. Oh, yeah. So this person uses the 114 number when they want to find out where to go and eat.
Oh, yeah. Recommendations.
Yeah, recommendations.
Wait, you can get recommendations?
Apparently.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You should do that.
Yeah, right.
번호 1414 쓰시는 분은요. 저는 초등학생 때 5252로 끝나는 번호로 전화해서 오이 있어요? 했던 기억이 납니다. 그게 그때는 그렇게 재밌었어요. This person made a prank call and just randomly called someone with the last 4 digits. 오이. And 오이 is cucumber.
Yeah.
So they called them and said, do you have a cucumber? And then they hung up. And they said, it was so fun. Have you ever made a prank call before, Steve?
I didn't make a prank call, but I learned about this term in English, and I don't know if you use this term in Korean or not, but it's called something like your telephone buddy or your number buddy.
Okay.
So what you do is you look at the last 4 numbers of your telephone number. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4, then your telephone buddy would be 1, 2, 3, 5.
Okay.
So we talked about it.
Yeah.
I talked about it with my friends, and then I decided to try to text my telephone buddy here in Korea. And I just texted somebody in English like, hi, I'm your phone buddy. And no, they didn't respond.
아, 그래요?
Yeah. So it's not exactly a prank call.
장난 전화는 아닌데 약간 장난 문자 비슷하게 가장 선생님 번호랑 비슷한 사람한테 문자 보내서 영어로 이렇게 뭔가 메시지를 보냈는데 답장은 오지 않았다.
Yeah.
네, 알겠습니다. 귀엽네요. 프랭크콜은 뭐 절대 하시면 안 됩니다.
Anyway, so many other people sent in messages
Yeah.
for you this morning.
Thank
안부영님,
you.
김수환님, 이정옥님, 김은수님.
Thank you
all
all
saying
so
happy
much.
birthday and many, many more as well.
네, okay. Well, keep those messages coming in, whether it's a question, the answer to the quiz, or if you'd just like to say hello, anything is fine.
Or happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. That's very nice.
Today is the actual day.
It is the actual
Today's
day.
the actual day.
Yes, yes.
I'll get you a coffee of your choice when I'm finished with the
thank
news.
you.
And she'll deliver it back up to the studio before I go home today.
All right. Well, if you'd like to send us a message, of course, you can do so by texting us or writing it on our Pandy board. And we have some prizes to give out. 한 달 뉴욕타임즈 구독권 총 5분께 보내드리겠습니다. Okay, let's take a look at our news focus stories. 첫 번째 news focus 살펴볼게요. 도널드 트럼프 미국 대통령이 중남미 불법 이민을 막겠다며 미국 남쪽 멕시코와의 국경에 건설한 이른바 트럼프 장벽에 구멍이 뚫렸습니다. 미국 워싱턴 포스트는 밀수업자들이 가정용 무선 전동 톱을 사용해서 트럼프 장벽에 사람과 마약이 드나들기에 충분한 크기의 구멍을 냈다고 보도했는데요. Let's listen to the story.
Smuggling gangs in Mexico have been able to breach new sections of President Donald Trump's border wall in recent months by using saws to cut through the steel and concrete portions, creating openings wide enough for people to be smuggled through. When a breach is detected, a welding crew is sent to fix the opening, but smugglers also attempt to hide a breach in the barrier by returning the cut in the bollard to its original position or using a putty that looks like the hole has been fixed.
네, 엄청난 장비를 쓴 것도 아니고요. 우리 돈으로 한 12만 원 정도면은 살 수 있는 철물점에서 살 수 있는 그런 드릴, 전동 톱을 사용해서 구멍을 뚫었다고 합니다. 그리고 이 장벽이 만들어진 이제 구조가 사실은 좀 특이해요. 위쪽에 파넬로 연결돼 있고 아래쪽으로는 여러 가지 기둥이 있습니다. 그냥 게이트 같은 느낌이라고 보시면 될 것 같은데 밑에다가 구멍을 뚫으면은요, 이 게이트 그러니까 기둥 하나를 이렇게 좀 밀 수가 있어요. 그래서 사람이라든지 뭐 등등 여러 가지 물건들을 주고받을 공간이 된다라고 합니다.
And that's how people are smuggling things into the United States.
We have the video showing right now of how they're getting things through the hole and how they apparently made the hole in the first place.
Yeah. And they're quite clever, I guess you could say, because, you know, they cut it and then they put it back. I mean,
Right.
there are sensors on the wall, as far as I know, and that's, you know, they can detect if it's been cut, but the sensors aren't everywhere yet. But yeah, that's how they're doing it. And then they return the pieces into their spot, so it doesn't look like anything happened there.
맞아요. 구멍이 아주 크지는 않다고 합니다. 근데 이 구멍을 내서 그 구멍이 있으니까 이제 기둥이 조금 헐렁해지거든요. 그러니까 기둥을 밀고 여러 가지 밀수를 한 다음에 다시 그 자리를 메꾸는 좀 치밀함까지도 보였다고 하네요. Okay, let's look at some expressions.
Yes, so to smuggle something means to take something into a location secretly or illegally. So, of course, we will hear stories of international news stories about people being caught at airports trying to bring something into a country illegally,
Right.
trying to smuggle something. So that's not a situation we find ourselves in every day, but you can use it cutely if you want. You know, if you go to a movie theater, maybe you bring your own popcorn. Well, you're not supposed to bring your own popcorn, so you hide it in your coat. Then you're smuggling the popcorn into the theater.
그렇군요.
Yeah, you can use it like that if you like.
밀수라는 뜻의 smuggling, 여기서는 진짜 밀수라는 뜻이지만 뭐 일상 대화 속에서는 좀 귀엽게 뭔가 몰래 물건을 가져올 때도 쓴다고 하네요. Okay, and apparently Donald Trump has said, it's okay, it's fine. We can fix the holes.
Yes, it's a great wall. It's an amazing
It's an
wall.
amazing wall.
It's the best wall.
It's the best wall. We can fix the holes. That's what he
Yes,
said.
That's right. And like I said before, the people who are cutting the wall, they're sometimes using putty to fix it so it looks like it has been fixed. So putty is a kind of moldable material, right? But the reason I included this in our expressions this morning is not because of the literal definition of putty, but we have a fun English expression related to it, and that is, you are putty in my hands.
Oh.
Or I am putty in your hands. Maybe that's more common to say.
Okay, and it means?
What that means is, oh, I will do anything that you want me to do. It's a romantic expression, right? I am yours. I will do anything you want. I am putty in your hands, meaning you can mold me however you want to.
그렇군요. 이 퍼티라는 것은 일종의 접합제인데 어떻게 생각하면 되냐면은 우리가 그 찰흙 있잖아요. 문방구에서 구할 수 있는 거. 그런 거랑 약간 비슷하게 생겼습니다. 근데 이거를 이제 그 구멍을 메꾸는 데 쓴대요. 잠깐 임시로 메꿨다가 또 다시 구멍을 내고 막 이러는 용도로 쓴다고 합니다.
I have the perfect example.
Yeah, okay.
What's the movie with Chun Ji-yeon?
엽기적인 그녀.
He was putty in her hands. He would do anything for her.
그래요. 그래서 이 영어 표현 중에는 손 안에 있다. 내가 너를 주무를 수 있다라는 의미로 You are putty in my hands. I am putty in your hands 라는 표현을 쓴다고 합니다. Alright. Let's listen to the story one more time.
Smuggling gangs in Mexico have been able to breach new sections of President Donald Trump's border wall in recent months by using saws to cut through the steel and concrete portions, creating openings wide enough for people to be smuggled through. When a breach is detected, a welding crew is sent to fix the opening, but smugglers also attempt to hide a breach in the barrier by returning the cut in the bollard to its original position or using a putty that looks like the hole has been fixed.
Let's check our second news-focused story. 해마다 겨울이면 세계 최악 수준으로 공기질이 악화하는 인도 수도 뉴델리의 대기가 올해 겨울에도 가스실 수준으로 추락했습니다. 지난 1일 뉴델리의 대기는요, WHO 하루 안전 기준보다 무려 30배가량 나빠졌다는데요. Let's listen to the story.
5 million pollution masks will be passed out to students across New Delhi, India, which has seen air pollution reach its peak this year due to smoke from crop burning in neighboring states. Health experts said the hazardous air pollution has become a cause for concern for about 20 million residents, as the air quality index showed to be at a category considered as severe plus emergency. A recent study showed that life expectancy of people living in the region has reduced by up to 7 years due to poor air quality.
네, 인도의 대기질이 어마무시하네요. According to some of the stats I've been looking at, we can see that the air quality is just horrendous. 30 times what the WHO says is recommended for, the daily air pollutant that you can see in a day.
The updated number that I have was as of 4 p.m. on Sunday, the AQI, or the 24-hour average air quality index, was at 494. But the Ministry of Earth Sciences Air Quality Monitor, they're called SAFAR, S-A-F-A-R, they said the city's overall AQI reached as high as 708 around 5 p.m. Also, schools are closed as a result of the air quality.
그래요. 공기질 지수 AQI가 인도 뉴델리 시내 곳곳에서 700까지도 올라갔다고 하는데요. 이걸 좀 설명을 드리자면은 인도의 AQI 지수는 보통 이제 400 이상이면은 매우 심각하다. 심각이군요. 네. 심각이라고 하는데 지금 700까지 갔다고 하니까 상당히 나쁘다는 것으로 우리가 이해할 수 있겠고, 그다음에 초미세먼지 같은 경우에도 우리도 뉴스에서 자주 다루는데 매우 나쁨 그리고 심각 수준이라고 합니다. 120, 250 이상이 되면은 그 정도 수준인데 지금은 600, 700 정도를 기록하고 있네요.
Correction, school's not closed yet. They will be closed.
They will be closed.
November 5th because
Tomorrow.
of the air quality. Yeah, that's
그래요.
right.
대기질 때문에 내일 인도에 있는 학교들이 문을 닫는다고 하네요. 공기가 너무 나빠서.
So because of this, they are passing out millions, 5 million pollution masks to students. So to pass out means to, well, there's many different meanings for this, right? In this context, it means to distribute. So during the Sunung time, which is coming up, right?
Yeah.
Very close. The teachers in the classroom, they distribute or they pass out the tests right beforehand, meaning you get one, I give one to you, I give one to you, I give one to you. That's passing out papers or passing out the test.
네, 배부하다라는 뜻의 pass out 또는 hand out라고도 하죠. 그래서 이 pollution mask, 마스크를 사람들에게 배부하고 있다라는 내용이 되겠고요.
There's one more context where you can use pass out, and that's, well, there's many, like I said. But one is when you're super, super tired.
Yeah.
What did you do on Saturday night? Oh, nothing. I was so tired from work, I went home and passed out. And that just means I went home and went to sleep immediately.
That's me on a Friday. No, normally.
Yeah, right.
그냥 쓰러져서 잤어라는 의미로도 pass out를 쓸 수 있습니다.
Yeah.
What's another expression here?
Health experts, they say that this is a cause for concern. A cause for concern is a fancy way to say something to worry about. So, for example, your company gets a new CEO, and the rumor is there will be a reduction in the number of jobs in the office. They are going to make cuts. Well, that's something to worry about, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
therefore, we can say that is cause for concern.
아하, 그렇군요. 걱정거리라는 뜻의 a cause for concern이라는 의미가 여기선 쓰였습니다. Let's listen to the story one more time.
5 million pollution masks will be passed out to students across New Delhi, India, which has seen air pollution reach its peak this year due to smoke from crop burning in neighboring states. Health experts said the hazardous air pollution has become a cause for concern for about 20 million residents, as the air quality index showed to be at a category considered as severe plus emergency. A recent study showed that life expectancy of people living in the region has reduced by up to 7 years due to poor air quality.
Today is November 4th, and if you want to call a number to find out pretty much anything and everything, you can call 114.
114 is a very convenient service that should not be abused. Generally, though, a call intended to annoy or play a joke on the person who answers is known as a blank call. Is it number 1, prank, number 2, posh, or number 3, 뽕?
짧은 문자 50원, 긴 문자 100원에 샵 1045로 보내주시고요. 반디 게시판이나 카카오톡 플러스 이용도 가능합니다. 추첨을 통해서 총 5분께 뉴욕타임스 1개월 구독권 보내드리겠습니다.
I heard a rumor
Yeah?
that you have a favorite song.
I
And
do.
that favorite song is by Vanessa Williams. Is that correct?
It is true. It's from Pocahontas.
Then let this be one of my birthday gifts to you, Susan Nim. Here is Vanessa Williams, Colors of the Wind.
Love it.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
When your
Absolutely loved
birthday's
it.
on a Monday, I will sing to you.
Please don't. Let's get on with the news. Thank you so much. Absolutely loved it. All right, let's look at our next news focus story. 자, 다음 뉴스 포커스입니다. 안데스 산맥의 만년설 봉우리들이요 내다보이는 쿠스코의 친체로가 2024년이면 4km짜리 활주로를 가진 국제공항으로 변하게 되는데요. 한국공항공사가 이끄는 팀 코리아 컨소시엄이 이 350억 원 규모의 친체로 신공항 건설 프로젝트의 사업 총괄 관리 사업을 맡았습니다. Let's listen to the story.
Korean companies, along with the Korean Airports Corporation, have been selected by the Peruvian government for the construction of the Chinchero International Airport. The Peruvian government has tried to build a new airport to promote the tourism industry by accommodating a growing number of visitors to Machu Picchu. The contract was signed between the two governments, making it the first government-to-government contract in infrastructure. The new airport is expected to host 5 million passengers a year, located a stone's throw from Machu Picchu.
네, 2024년에 문을 열게 되는 친체로 신공항의 사업 총괄 관리를 우리나라의 한국항공공사가 맡게 됐다라는 소식이고요. 한국항공공사는 이제 국내에서는 김포공항 또 제주공항 를 운영해서 경험이 굉장히 많죠. We will of course be seeing Korea make its mark there over in Machu Picchu for the Chinchero Airport.
I've never been there before, have you?
No.
Machu Picchu?
No.
Or Peru, for that matter.
I'd love to, though.
Yeah, me too. It's on the bucket list for sure. Anyway, one of the reasons they wanted to build this new airport was to promote the tourism industry by accommodating a growing number of visitors. So to accommodate or having the ability to accommodate is to have the...
그리고 한국공항공사입니다. 제가 잘못 말씀을 드렸네요. 한국공항공사 is what I meant to say. I think I switched some of the words around there.
No problem.
Just correction.
No
Okay.
problem.
Please go on.
Yes, so to accommodate is to have the, in this context, kind of the infrastructure and the physical space to be able to have those visitors there. So if they don't have an airport or they don't have any infrastructure, but they have millions of people who want to visit there, then they simply cannot accommodate them. Let me give you another example to explain that part. So if you are working at a hotel and your hotel is 75% booked and you get a call and the company says, listen, we're bringing so many people to Seoul this weekend. We have 600 guests that we need to book a room for. You can say, I'm sorry, we can't accommodate that number of people. We don't have the physical space to provide to you, to provide that for you. But if your hotel is 99% empty, then you can say, yes, no problem, sir, no problem, ma'am. We would be happy to accommodate you.
네, 수용하다라는 의미의 accommodate가 여기서 쓰였고요. 점점 이렇게 마추픽추에 가는 사람들은 늘어나고 있는데 그 인원을 수용할 만한 공항 시설이 부족해서 이렇게 새로 공항을 만들게 됐다. 이런 뜻입니다.
And of course, hotels and places to stay are called
Accommodations. Yeah.
Because they accommodate you, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So this new airport is expected to host 5 million passengers a year. That's going to be a very busy airport.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very, very close to Machu Picchu. In fact, a stone's throw from Machu Picchu. If something is a stone's throw away, think literally about picking up a stone or picking up a rock and then throwing it. Well, you can't throw it that far, right? So that's what this expression means is if something is nearby, it is a stone's throw away.
네, a stone's throw from Machu Picchu라고 했으니까요. 마추픽추로부터 굉장히 가까운 거리에 이 공항이 있을 것이다. A stone's throw는 말 그대로 돌을 던져도 될 정도로 가까운 거리라는 뜻입니다.
So after the show, Sue, I was looking to hang out in Ilsan for a little while. I heard there's a nice lake here called Lake Park. Is that nearby here?
It's a stone's throw away.
Exactly.
Very close.
So it doesn't literally mean
그렇죠.
you could throw a stone and it's there. So it could,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have to. It just means it's not so far away.
그렇게도 쓸 수 있겠네요.
Yeah.
여기 일산에 있는 우리 EBS 방송국과 일산 호수공원이 굉장히 가깝다라고 할 때도 쓸 수 있는 표현이라는 거 참고해 주시고요. Let's listen to the story one more time.
Korean companies, along with the Korean Airports Corporation, have been selected by the Peruvian government for the construction of the Chinchero International Airport. The Peruvian government has tried to build a new airport to promote the tourism industry by accommodating a growing number of visitors to Machu Picchu. The contract was signed between the two governments, making it the first government-to-government contract in infrastructure. The new airport is expected to host 5 million passengers a year, located a stone's throw from Machu Picchu.
It's time to announce the answer to the quiz.
Quiz question this morning was 114 is a very convenient service that should not be abused. Generally, though, a call intended to annoy or play a joke on the person who answers is known as a blank call. Number one, prank. Number two, posh. Number three, bong. The answer is number one, a prank call.
네, 장난 전화는 prank call이라고 하고요. 1번이 정답입니다. 미래킴님, 이금수님, 최성진님, 서창록님, 그리고 9552 끝번호 쓰시는 분 축하드립니다. 뉴욕타임즈 1개월 구독권 보내드릴게요. What is today's expression of the day, Steve?
Expression of the day, a cause for concern.
A cause for concern.
It's a fancy way to say something to worry about.
Yeah.
If I tell you that I have vacation plans to Hong Kong,
That is a cause for concern for Morning Special.
that is a cause for concern because of the protesters that are happening
Oh,
there.
of that too. of
Right?
course.
So that's something to worry about.
Exactly.
So that example is a very serious example. And you can also put a descriptor in front of cause. You can say a major cause for concern.
그렇군요.
But you can use it in the negative as well about some not so serious situations. For example, if I'm cooking
Yeah.
and I need butter and I say, oh no, Sue, I don't have any butter. You can say, that's no cause for concern. You can simply use milk.
아, 그래요. A cause for concern 그러면 걱정거리라는 뜻인데요. 위험한 지역에 여행을 갈 때, going to that country could be a major cause for concern 할 수도 있고, 아니면 요리하는데 재료가 하나 빠졌을 때, 그거 괜찮아. 다른 걸로 대체하면 되지. There's no cause for concern이라고 할 수 있습니다.
Sue told me how old she is now before the show. That is no cause for concern. What did you think I was going to say?
Getting very nervous there. Okay.
What kind of coffee do you want?
I don't know.
I'll surprise
The
you
most
then.
expensive one there, I guess.
I'll surprise you. 뭐 제일 비싼 것이요? 알겠습니다.
I'm kidding. 유옥수님이요. 지난번 생일이라고 글 올렸을 때 수진쌤이 축하해줬었는데요. 이번에는 제 차례군요. 수진쌤 진짜 생일 축하해요. 오늘도 앞으로도 행복한 방송 부탁드려요 하셨습니다. 감사합니다. Thank you everyone for that. So heartwarming. And thank you, Steve.
I hope you have a really wonderful day.
Thank
I'll
you
be
so
back in a
much.
few minutes with your birthday gift.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Let's listen to a song. This is How Old I Am. The Cause, So Young.